Hello, Mr. Orbital Potato. Welcome back to a little more Minecraft.
Hello. Hello.
How's it hanging?
It's hanging well. It's hanging well at the moment. We're in a good place. We've just discovered the dream cavern, really.
Yep.
Feels pretty dreamy, doesn't it?
Yep. This is ore for days here. Once we want to just mine, we come down here, do a little mine sesh. Everything gonna be very peachy and also hunky-dory. I do think I'm gonna make a trip to the surface though, because I've got a lot of stuff in the old inventory.
I'm thinking that I'm probably going to do the same. I mean, is there anything specifically that we need right now? I mean, I'm just sort of getting coal. I'm getting, iron, just sort of the basics at the moment, but I'm occasionally getting another few bits of, ore here and there.
I'm kind of treating, I want to obviously get a house started for us. So I'm trying to just start gathering materials for said house, and it's basically just like I need basic stuff, stone, wood, etc. So I'm gonna make sure that we're planting up the spruce trees up on our hill. That way those start growing, and then we can just start collecting stuff. I think we're in good shape.
I tell you what, we should probably have like a stone excavation area.
I feel like just like underground is a good.
No,
good
but
spot
if you vein mine stone, then you can like really mess up the world like really quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't think? I'm just like thinking like a wee bit away from the
that's a good
from
point.
the base. I don't mind that. I'm not picky about it. Except if you put it in the wrong place, I will not forgive you.
You will kill me in my sleep, for sure. Okay, Orbital, I got a good story for you. Since I haven't talked to you in so long, I didn't get to talk to you about incredible things such as traveling.
Where have you gone?
And traveling is always a hell of a time. We went to basically the dick of the United States over New Year's. We went to Florida.
Florida, okay.
Florida, because Anna's parents were in Florida, so we got a plane down to Miami, Florida, to visit her family. Honestly, it was extremely smooth sailing going down to Florida. The return to Florida from Florida back home was a mess, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I have to talk to you about what was clearly the highlight of the trip for me, and it was a night that Anna's dad looked at us and was like, "Hey, we should." It was like the last night we were there. We should go to not like a nice fancy restaurant, but just find like a nice bar nearby, get some drinks, get some food, sitting right on the ocean, like we were right on the Atlantic Ocean, and we'll just have a nice meal to end your guys' vacation. We were like, yeah,
okay.
that sounds great. That sounds like a good time. So Anna and I are looking up places, and we come across this spot. I don't even remember the name of it, but on Google, it has pictures of it, and it's sitting like out on a pier, and it's the beautiful ocean surrounding it, and all open air outside. And we were like, oh, this is perfect. And the menu looked good, like not too pricey, but like enough that the food quality will be really good, right? Good drink menu. So we were like, yeah, okay, let's do it. So we show up to this place. And there's no walls to the entire place. Like, normally you got the restaurant and then you just have like an outdoor patio or something like that. The entire thing is open air. And I don't actually know where they cook the food, because there was no kitchen. There were no walls. It was just full open air. And in the center of the restaurant, outside, was a freaking swimming pool. like a full blown swimming pool. So you're sitting there eating, chips and guacamole as an appetizer, and there's just a guy like 4 feet from you that's like 350 pounds taking off his shirt and like plumber ass crack showing while he's hopping in the pool in the middle of the restaurant. And like the pool was the restaurant's pool. You're supposed to just go in the pool while you wait for your food. And none of this was advertised on the website.
What?
I know. I had never seen anything like it ever in my life. And there's like people in the pool, like with their drinks, just having a good time, right? It was wild. I genuinely have never seen anything like this. And I needed your opinion of it.
I just don't understand. So, okay, the real question is, was it a pool that was diversifying into the restaurant business, or was it a restaurant diversifying into the swimming business?
It's tough to tell. I really do think. And did you know what the funniest part was? The food and the drinks sucked, man. Like they weren't that good. So it gives you even more reason to believe that they were in the swimming pool business, and then just decided to turn it into a restaurant partway through. Like the whole thing was just it was a mess. I ordered, and I'm gonna tell you, I think my drink was maybe the best. Okay, I just ordered. They had like a star next to it. It was like their drink on the menu, and it was just called.
Sure.
It was called. I'm gonna say it. And you're gonna laugh out loud. It was their poolside punch. Okay. So I was like, I can't go wrong with it. It was just like vodka and mango juice or something with some other stuff. I was like, it'll be fine. It just tasted like spoiled mango juice a little bit.
Oh no.
Anna orders a Paloma, which is just supposed to be just tequila and grapefruit juice, right?
Okay. Simple. How can you mess it up?
So how could you mess it up? This thing comes out to it was like the world's worst tequila, watered down. Like I don't think there was grapefruit. I think it was water and tequila in a cup.
The pool water. That's the probably
pool
what
water.
it is.
Yep. And somebody's grapefruits laying in the pool water for a little bit. They just squeeze some of it into the cup. But the one that blew my and this is the part that's even better. So the drink cups that it came in,
right?
It was a step up from a red Solo cup. Like it was the plastic. It was like a white plastic cup that had zero stability to it, like whatsoever. But then they come out, and I know that you're a whiskey drinker. Anna's dad orders an old fashioned. Okay.
Right.
The old fashioned comes up, poured to the top of the red Solo cup that comes out. I took one look at it. I was like, this is not old fashioned. There is no way that is going to be an entire pour of bourbon in that cup. There's no shot. Just no physical chance. So it was. I'm sure you have questions, and I would love to hear them. Honestly,
I just don't understand.
Yep.
Like,
it was where I was too.
There are so many questions. I'm actually finding it really difficult to articulate any of them. To be honest. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Like, what did you say? What was your reaction on the night? So was everybody just like, this is quirky?
This this was the funniest part. So when we went up to the hostess stand to have them seat us, because I don't know how things work in the UK. Like I know when I was in Europe and I went to Germany, it was a lot of just you walked into the restaurant and you just sat yourself somewhere. And then
depends on the establishment.
Okay.
But
yeah. It was a lot of that. But in the US, like that is practically unheard of. Like it is much more you wait for someone to seat you and then you sit down at that table. So we had to go up to the hostess stand, and it was 5 of us. So we were like, okay, table for 5. And the person was like, okay, sounds good. And then Anna's dad, sees the swimming pool in the middle of the restaurant. And he kind of just does is there any chance that we can be like on the outside a little bit?
You mean not near the swimming pool?
Like not directly near the swimming pool. Because they originally put us at a table like right next to it, right? And the woman was like, yeah, sure, absolutely, we can do that. So she goes
like it's the most normal thing in the world.
she goes 2 tables down from that one. They're like, I could put out my hand and touch the table we were supposed to be at. And it was like, all right, we'll just stay at this table. So we were already like, this is a little strange. And then I think that it helps when you had alcohol in you for a bit. Because then it was just like, after a while, it was like, yeah, this is normal watching a dude swim while I, eat my mahi sandwich, blackened that I have. But, I mean, the question that it really raised for me was, how deep could it go for me that I would find it fun and quirky instead of odd? So, like, raising the question of a novelty restaurant that I would find this is a fun idea instead of this is just weird. Because I'm going to tell you, so there is, and I've never been to it, so I can't speak to it, but there is a restaurant nearby to where I live that is, the name of the restaurant is literally like the horror show or something. And the entire menu of the restaurant is based around horror movies, and they have like horror movie, I was about to say paraphernalia, which is probably not the correct word to use, but horror movie
themed dishes and stuff, right?
Stuff, yeah. In the restaurant. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't hate the idea. Like, I think that's kind of, it's quirky and fun. But for some reason, the whole drink a cocktail and swim in the middle of the restaurant was not hitting the same vibe for me.
Okay. Let's develop this further. How big was the pool?
I'm gonna tell you, dude. I think that on a good day, like if you're envisioning the like
how much creator bathwater could I get out of it?
Oh, dude, you could fill. This was the size of like 30 bathtubs. I mean,
okay.
this was a big pool. You could fit probably 50 people in it uncomfortably. Like
that's a great metric.
Like you wouldn't want, I mean, I didn't want to be in the pool, period. Like you couldn't have paid me to bring a swimsuit to this restaurant and get inside of the pool, for sure. No shot. Like, I would never do it. But it was still like big enough that it wasn't just like, oh, like, how some of the I feel like I haven't finished the sentence. You know how some of the like water parks and stuff do a like swim up bar, and it's kind of just like a wading pool kind of thing, and the water's only like 2 feet deep, and it's just supposed to be kind of this atmospheric kind of thing.
No.
Okay, fair enough. The water was like 6 foot deep on one end of it. Like, this was a proper swimming pool.
It's a proper pool.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a proper swimming pool. It is not it's not a novelty pool for the novelty restaurant. I'm just being honest.
It's okay. You can be honest here. Yeah. It's fine.
It's just, it blew my mind.
So, you go, you have dinner. Whenever I come across something like that, I'm always just like, immediately, this must be a money laundering front. Like, I'm not even joking. It's like, that is my first thought. It's like, there's no way this exists. It's got to be laundering money.
The place was full. And like when
is it the only place in town?
No, but it was like when you search on Google, local ocean view bar. This place is
And-
number 1, 4.5 stars. I'm telling you.
The ocean view they're talking about was the swimming pool.
I mean, I would love to say that this was like we found, oh, this place looks quirky, let's go to it. Like this was considered the fine dining of the area. It was a wild thing for me. Like I really didn't know what to make of it.
What did you? Okay, what conclusion did you come to at the end?
The
Like, what
conclusion
was
that I came
your
to
thought?
was I want more novelty restaurants, honestly.
more.
Like I
more
want
bathwater pool.
I don't want more pools in my restaurants, but I want to have more experiences where I walked up to a restaurant and couldn't keep a straight face while asking for a table. It was one of those things where it's like it broke me enough that I enjoyed it. It's like the
Okay.
people that play games like Spelunky, Dark Souls because you just enjoy the pain. Like I think I enjoyed the pain of being in the restaurant.
It's I tell you what. On a serious note, it's like the best experiences in your life are the ones that you don't really enjoy at the time, but you look back and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
God damn, that's a great story.
Absolutely.
That's a great story. The amount of mileage you get out of them, man, it's disproportionate. It's I remember it forever, right? Like this bath pool, you're gonna be telling your flipping grandkids about this pool.
It's a wild thing, and the thing is, dude, I don't even know if this is like, maybe this is just normal. Like maybe it's normal for Florida to have pools in their restaurants. I've never seen it before, and I've been to Florida quite a few times, but
so, now no cap. You got to level with me.
Okay.
Did you go for a swim?
No. Brother,
not?
when we looked at the menu, okay, and we looked at the website, this looked like a fine dining establishment that just happened to be a barside grill. We all showed up. Anna was wearing a dress. Like, I was wearing a button-down shirt and some shorts. Like, we were showing up like we were going out night on the town kind of thing. And then we showed up and there's a dude, stomach gut hanging out down to his knees, hopping belly first into the pool. Like, it was... I did not go in. I was not dressed to go in.
I'm so disappointed. Did you regret not going for a swim?
I have zero regrets about not going into the pool. You could not pay me to have gone into the pool. No shot.
There's just so much to unpack here.
Yep.
The
question is, do you have any themed restaurants or bars in your area? Or that you've just been to?
There's a restaurant supposedly. I don't know if it's like opening up or if it's near me. Where like you're talked to in a rude way, like you're sworn at.
Yep.
Like that's a novelty restaurant,
Yep,
right?
for sure. Definitely have heard of those. Kind of been to one, but very
just
very
bad
like
service.
well. No, it's like I've been to one, but it was tame, right? And it was so like one of the things that they did, and you were expected to like play along with it, right?
Yeah.
But like one of the things that they did was, we asked for a refill on a drink, right? And they were like, "Oh, okay, I'll go get you a refill," and they brought back like an entire pitcher of the drink, right, and put it down in front of you. And then my mom, being the goober that she is, she put the pitcher under the table, and then when the waiter came back, my mom was like, "I need another drink," and the waitress, it broke her, and she like busted out laughing because it was unexpected.
That sounds so hilarious. My sides, they're in orbit.
Just shut the hell up. It was funny you had to be there, right?
Yeah.
You had to be
I'm
there
sure
in the bathwater pool.
Okay. I really don't know what to think of that. I really don't.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting you to have a true opinion of it, but it was one of those things it hasn't escaped my mind yet, and that was like a month and a half ago, so
Just
it was an experience.
Just why?
Yep.
Like, do you guys like have like planning permission, like zoning laws and stuff?
Yes, we definitely have zoning laws in the U.S.
It's not customary to allocate, a restaurant and a swimming pool
in the same
area,
same spot. Yeah,
same building.
Does raise a question mark. I would agree. That's actually like an insanely good point. I didn't even think about that. Like, those are definitely two very, very different things to zone. Yeah. Does make you think, doesn't it?
And whenever something like that happens, as I say, I just immediately think money laundering.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean,
how
I'm
does this exist?
all of a sudden I'm kind of with you. But yeah, so that was my travel experience going while I was in Florida. Coming home was a different story, but I don't want to steal the entire conversation if you've got anything pressing that happened to you over the holidays.
I really don't. I've discovered a waste. Sorry, just chatting about Minecraft for a millisecond. I discovered a waystone.
Oh,
near
that's
us.
exciting.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's near us though. Anyway, I don't really. Nothing really interesting happened over my Christmas break, my Easter break. It's all pretty chill in the world of potato, to be honest.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's very good.
Yeah.
Been watching any good shows recently?
I have actually. I've been okay. Here, it's a bit of an embarrassing confession, but I've been getting into anime in kind of a major way.
Okay, explain. Have you been watching the One Piece is Real? Have you been
No,
Doku literature?
the real problem is that I'm coming to the conclusion that some anime is quite good, and therefore I'm kind of coming to the conclusion.
Be just honest with you. I thought you were about to say I'm coming to anime, and I was gonna lose my mind a little bit.
I think anime is good.
This is a very dangerous shift in lore. 82 episodes of Fortnite, and this is what we've come to.
It's really bad. But like, I think I'm a weeb.
So what have you been watching? So the people.
I watched. I have been watching Ghost in the Shell.
Okay. Can you explain what it's about? Because I have not watched any anime and know absolutely nothing about what Ghost in the Shell is.
It's actually so good. It's actually so good.
I picked up on that part, yeah.
It's. I watched the films first. I was like, oh, I heard this is a cool looking film because it's like a classic. It's like a cult classic, you know.
Mm.
The film, which is excellent. It's all about it's. To be honest, I'm more interested in the philosophy behind it rather than the
philosophy behind the anime. Yep.
It's all about like what constitutes being a human, which is what really interests me.
This is the meme for Twitter. Quote: I only care about the philosophy of it, really, and then the philosophy. It's quote: I only care about the philosophy of it. End quote, and then the philosophy : and it's a big titted anime girl in the show.
Oh, I'm only in it for the jiggle, to be honest. But
that's exactly what I'm expecting. The meme will be good. I'll retweet it when it hits Twitter.
It's actually legit though. It's actually legit. It's just all about what makes a human human. And so I watched the first movie and I'm like, damn, this is so good.
And then you put on the schoolgirl skirt.
And then I watched the second film and I was like, damn, this is good. And now I'm like 50 episodes deep in a TV show, which is not quite as good, but still really good. I'm like, what?
So this is So this is the only one you've watched, though.
It's to be yeah. I'm not like full weeb, but it's
Okay.
kind of been like I'm kind of just like I've kind of come to the conclusion that if any of them are like half as good as this, I'm like I'm going all in.
Yeah, maybe
You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
they're all good.
Maybe they're all good. Maybe this is just something that I've been, missing out on
Yeah.
for like my
Do you
whole
ever
life.
have fears about that? That there's like something very popular that you've been missing out on the entire, like roguelikes, for example.
My my relationship with content is funny. Actually, it's why I can't play open world games. Genuinely, because I feel like I need to do everything. I need to collect, all the side quest stuff. I need to open every chest. I need to do it all. It's why I try not to. I don't dislike any drink. I try to read every type of book. I try not to be closed-minded about these things. It's a very complicated relationship that I have with things. I'm also reading the Bible right now. That's kind of fun.
Oh, okay. We can
I
unpack
figured-
this. Who's your favorite character?
I figured if I'm gonna get married, it's like if I'm gonna read it at any time, why not read it like
Probably now.
like now? It's just a quirky little thing. I mean, I like I'm on a mission to like read classic novels this year.
Why not
It's a real
start? Why
mission.
not start with the Bible? I'm with you. I think my question still stands. Who your favorite character is, though? Are you a Moses kind of guy or a Ruth kind of person? Abraham, Isaiah, Bartholomew, John, James, Jacob, Jingleheimer,
Judas.
Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne.
I think God is probably my favorite character. Now that I think about it, he's in every scene. He's the only one that's in every scene. Anyway, just to distract for a second. Come back. Come look at my haul. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff that you need to come and review.
I'm excited. This is gonna be our first true review.
Genuinely, I think I got us everything that we could possibly need.
I'm gonna probably hit the doubt button on that, but
okay.
I
Have you managed to slaughter a sheep yet, by the way, for a bed?
No, I have not done that. You can see that I've mainly spent this entire episode, 1, wandering around while talking about bathwater pools, and then 2, flattening this terrain to build a house on it. So, and covering up the lake that was up here, which I now realize we have nowhere to actually plant anything. And I covered up the 1 water source in a barren desert. So, feeling good about what I've done.
Well done. Right, I've got a whole bunch of ores. I've
Okay.
got, I'll give you these, 25 diamonds.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god, okay. Yeah.
I've been spelunking.
You are
I got a whole bunch of iron there.
Guy Spelunky.
We got...
That's a lot of iron.
Dude, I got a diamond pickaxe with efficiency, what is it, 2 or 3 and silk touch?
Okay, I'll keep that one in my pocket. No, it's in there.
What else we got? Well, if you want it for the stone
You
or
can
for
you can
silk
probably
touch
just
stuff.
like put all the stuff into this chest.
To be
instead of
fair, there's
giving
not
it to
actually-
me and then me putting it in the chest. But
There's not actually that other
much?
stuff that's interesting. No.
what a haul, though. We've got everything we could ever need.
Hold on, let me...
Ooh,
Okay.
fluorite. I don't know what that
dude,
is.
I tried to get a little bit of everything. Got loads of
9
copper.
uranium. Oh, dude,
Who's uranium?
uranium.
That's right.
About to make a nuclear reactor, blow up the server.
I am incredibly interested in that.
All right, love it already. I do also love the idea
yeah.
of bituminous sand.
Bituminous or bituminous?
It's hard to tell, ain't it? I think it depends on whether or not you're in the UK or in the US.
Yeah, I guess so. What else? What do we need? I don't know what we need. I'm gonna make a backpack. All right, I'm gonna make some backpacks.
That sounds like a great idea.
What is this? Sophisticated backpack?
I am a sophisticated person. Sophisticated backpack for a sophisticated guy.
I'll make you a regular backpack then.
Okay, yeah, fair. Very, very fair.
Okay, so chest, string, and some leather. Right, I gotta go and slaughter some cows.
All right. Do you
Okay,
want to
I
maybe try to bring some of them back here? I think we should also be trying to
Ooh.
get There is some water down, like, to our
Lasso?
north a little bit. And I think that it might be a good idea. I mean, I think we should probably try to bring some water back up here in an area that we can actually plant some stuff.
You know what? I don't know. How do we make buckets in this game? Is it funky or is it real?
Should just be iron, like usual.
Bucket. How do we make lassos? Are lassos a thing?
They're probably leads, but
Leads.
I don't know. I think we need slime for leads.
We do.
Which
God, how do you know these things?
Dude, I hold a lot of useless knowledge in my brain. There was I'm trying to remember what it was the other day where Anna looked at me and she was like, "Why do you know that?" Because I just retain dumb knowledge inside of my brain the entire time. And it works great sometimes. Because it's like, "Oh, what was the name of the restaurant with the pool bath water?" And I go, "Oh, it was I was about to say it actually because it came into my head, but I think I'm gonna probably not dox the restaurant." But then it's like what I eat for breakfast this morning, and it's like I don't know.
I mean, that's a sign of a very
Sophisticated person.
a very stupid individual. I think is the phrase that I would use.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's good.
Okay. How do I make? I know how to make a sword. I'm just kidding.
That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go and find some cows to kill. You may think that I'm gonna take them back. I am not.
All right.
I am going to kill them.
Hey, you do you, my guy.
Dude, I think we picked the best spot in the entire freaking world.
I also think we have picked a pretty banging spot for our home.
We got a crevasse right next to us.
Yeah, and it's like super cool since it goes down into that dungeon.
It goes down into dungeon. It's quick access. There's so much interesting stuff around.
Yep.
But already, I'm just loving it.
Chomping at the bit with ideas and possibilities. And just like that, we're gonna call it for this episode. If you enjoyed and you're ready to see what we do next, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you have not already. We will see you in the next episode. Have a good rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
It just gets better every time. Bye.